Our coverage of this winter storm continues tonight. Let's take a look live at this next weather radar. The large system is slowly crawling across Pennsylvania, Delaware, and New Jersey. There's still a lot of rain to come and snow for the higher elevations. Let's check in with Bill and Andrew. We have double the weather coverage tonight.
It's a big storm, right?
It is, and even those areas that are getting rain, you just go a few miles north, and we're talking about, in some cases, 6 to 12 inches across the Poconos.
Huge. In fact, take a look at this. I love this shot. This is kind of near where Nikki was.
You've been obsessing over this one.
I'm telling you, I am a snow lover, and this, if you love snow, holy moly, this is awesome. And they're the big, wet, they're called dendritic flakes. And then Marcella also mentioned that she had those big flakes and then it tapered off. When you start to see the snow go from the really dry, light to those big, I almost say they're like doilies sometimes, you know you're getting close to that transition because they're filled with liquid. And that's what we're seeing right now. I mean, this is incredible. I mean, completely covering the streets. It's exactly where we anticipated the snow, and it has played out pretty much right on cue as we are looking at it. So Mount Pocono 24 right now, Allentown at 31, but everywhere else it's very chilly, like Ryan was just talking about. It's really cold. Atlantic City 44, but you add some wind to it, feeling like 37. Wind chill playing a role because our winds are sustained between 10 to 20 miles per hour around our region, gusts a little bit higher than that. Here's what the radar looks like currently. The green and the yellow and the orange is the rain, the blue is the snow, and that line, that pink line in between, is that transition. A little sleet thrown in there as well. And right now, the darker blue that you're seeing is the heavy snow that's coming down. Eastern, northeastern parts here, Berks County, right up through the Lehigh Valley and into the Poconos, even upper Bucks right now. The radar picking up snow, but it has transitioned completely to rainfall around the entire Philadelphia area. I mean, that was hours ago that it did that. Same thing with South Jersey, where it's raining very heavy down the shore at this time. We have that flood advisory out that we were telling you about earlier for parts of Philadelphia. But look, this goes well to the north as well. So we look here at our futurecasters, generally speaking, for tonight, and you see the rain that's going to be moving through our area. They'll see that snow line that's up to the north for the next several hours. Then it is going to taper off, and tomorrow we have just a little bit of, some lingering snow behind it, potentially some heavier snow in spots for a brief period of time. This is fresh information coming down, but a majority of the next, say, 5 hours is when we're going to see the issues in our area. So next 8 hours, 36 here at 7. We may jump back up into the low 40s around the Philadelphia area before dropping down. The question I'm sure many of you have is, hey, all this moisture, is it going to refreeze? We're going to get black ice out there tomorrow. In a majority, if not all of our areas, the answer is no, because our temperatures are going to hang at or above freezing for the morning, and certainly during the daytime hours. We'll be back into the 40s here. We may see a little bit of that by Monday morning, but by that time, a lot of this is going to be gone. This is not our only weather system that we're tracking. We have a weather alert already out for next week. Let's get a little more on that. Andrew, will send it on over to you.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about that, Bill, and you'll see in the 7-day that this active weather pattern is going to stay on top of us for a while. I want to hyper-focus on your area, a couple different areas, because depending on where you are, it's a rainy night or a snowy night. Futurecast for Philadelphia, anybody left over north of Doylestown, upper Berks County, this is where we're going to be looking at basically rain changing or snow changing over to rain, and then for the remainder of the evening, heavy at times, we could be looking at that rain continuing. After we get through about 10, 11 o'clock, though, scattered showers for the area as we get into your Sunday. In the meantime, it's going to be a little bit more of a snowy, slushy mess for the lower part and western areas like Reading, where we're going to be looking at some rain and after the snow has kind of transitioned over. But on the northern side, we're talking Lehigh Valley, Polk, up toward Mount Pocono, 6 to 12 inches of snow before all is said and done. And that will continue through the next couple of hours and even into the overnight. The difference is once we get into Sunday morning, while things are dry in most places, we will probably redevelop a couple of snow showers. And that may give us maybe an additional 1.5 inches like that, because it will be light and powdery, and that's it for the upper areas. And then we're going to be looking at areas across, we'll say just to the south. We're talking about Jersey, the shore, where we have some light rain that will continue after we get through the next few hours. Heavy rain now, lighter rain into about 10 o'clock tonight, and then, yes, we'll be done with it. But again, the flooding potential here is very much so high. In fact, even across the Jersey Shore, as we get into Sunday, we're going to have to watch for some ponding on the roadways. There could be some areas of even a couple of flurries on your Sunday morning, late into the afternoon. We'll watch that. And then, of course, Delaware. That's the other area that we're looking at where this has been just a plain rain event. But on the southern end of things, that's where we're really going to see this come to an end before 10 o'clock, and then we'll have a chance to dry out by Sunday. That's good, because by Monday we'll dry out, and then we'll have increasing clouds for Tuesday with our next weather maker coming in from the south. This could be mainly a rain event for everybody, even the Poconos. But look at this yellow here. This is late Tuesday night into Wednesday. We could be looking at torrential rain and the possibility of flooding. Remember, by the time we get to Tuesday, which is only a couple of days away, the ground is still kind of saturated and soaked from this storm. And by the time all is said and done, Wednesday, 2 to as much as 4 inches additional rain may fall. This is going to cause a lot of problems, especially for those areas that accumulated snow. Tomorrow, 43 in the city, some late clearing, some morning snow showers in the Lehigh Valley. The 7-day forecast shows after we get through Monday, which is great, 45 and sunny. Next weather alert day for Tuesday. And look at the temperature, by the way, 52 degrees. In fact, we continue that above average trend all the way through next Saturday. But again, we're going to keep our eye after today on Tuesday, when we could be looking at rain, possibly some flooding. Aziza?